KL Publications presents The Genie Within by Ryan C. Sanders. At 17 years old, Kaylah had always known she was different, but she never could quite put her finger on what made her so. Life had been relatively normal up until her early teens, except for the constant checkups at the doctor visits. As she grew older, Kaylah began to notice her body reacting differently to the world around her. Small things like the way she bruised too easily, or how the sun would affect her skin, or how exhaustion would hit her harder than her peers were early indicators. However, it wasn't until her 16th birthday that her life took a dramatic turn. That's when she learned the truth. She had lupus, a rare and chronic autoimmune disorder. Lupus wasn't something Kaylah could ignore. It changed her life in ways she'd never imagined. The doctor explained that lupus caused her immune system to attack her own tissues and organs. At 17, a diagnosis like this should have broken her, but instead it sparked something inside of her, something that went far beyond the disease. In the months that followed, Kaylah discovered an extraordinary gift hidden within her illness. She had the ability to manifest anything she truly desired, but this gift came with one major limitation. She could heal others, but not herself. Chapter 1, The Awakening. Kaylah had always been a curious, introspective girl, but her lupus diagnosis propelled her into a world of self-discovery she hadn't anticipated. Her parents were supportive, but they didn't understand the internal journey she had started. It began subtly. A few months after her diagnosis, Kaylah was sitting by the window in her room, wishing for a clear blue sky after days of rain. To her astonishment, the clouds began to part, and the sky cleared. She shook her head, convinced it was a coincidence, but it wasn't a one-time event. Soon she noticed that things she strongly desired, things that came from a place of deep intention, would manifest. A sick friend would suddenly recover after a visit from her. A broken appliance would start working again just by her touching it. Slowly, Kaylah began to understand that her mind held a unique power. It was as if her thoughts and wishes were direct commands to the universe. However, her greatest discovery came with the realization that while she could manifest healing and positivity for others, her own body remained ravaged by lupus. Chapter 2, The Burden of Power. The realization that her gift of manifestation didn't extend to her own illness, it weighed heavily on Kaylah. How was it possible that she could mend broken things and heal others, but couldn't stop her own body from attacking itself? As she grappled with the limits of her own power, Kaylah turned inward, seeking answers. Late one evening, she stumbled upon an old book in her grandmother's attic titled The Genie Within, Your Subconscious Mind, How It Works and How to Use It. Kaylah devoured the pages, fascinated by the idea that the subconscious mind could hold such power. The book explained that the subconscious mind works like a genie, granting whatever you focus on with strong emotion, be it positive or negative. Kaylah's abilities suddenly made sense. Her subconscious was powerful beyond measure, and through it, she could manifest almost anything. But why couldn't she heal herself? The more she reflected, the clearer the answer became. Her gift was a double-edged sword. Lupus wasn't a punishment. It was the source of her unique power. Without it, she might never have discovered her ability to manifest healings in others. The disease that plagued her body was also the wellspring of the greatest strength. Chapter 3, Embracing the Gift. Accepting her fate wasn't easy, but over time, Kaylah began to see lupus not as a curse, but as a gift, a teacher. She found herself drawn to people in need of healing, not just physical, but emotional and spiritual healing as well. Her best friend, Genie, had been struggling with depression, and Kaylah, despite battling her own pain, sat with her every day, visualizing Genie's healing. Slowly, Genie's demeanor began to change. She found joy again, and her recovery was nothing short of miraculous. Word spread about Kaylah's ability. Though she remained humble and quiet about it, She wasn't looking for recognition, and she certainly didn't see herself as a healer in the traditional sense. She simply understood that when you focus your thoughts and intentions on helping someone, your subconscious mind makes it happen. Chapter 4. The Change of Self-Healing. Despite her newfound acceptance of her gift, Kaylah still struggled with her desire to be free from lupus. She tried everything: meditation, prayer, visualization, affirmations, but nothing seemed to keep away the painful flare-ups. Deep down, she realized that in order to retain her ability to help others, she had to accept the limitations of her own healing. It was a painful lesson, but one that brought her a deep sense of peace. One day, her mother approached her and asked if she'd ever considered using her manifestation abilities for herself. "I know you can heal others," her mother said, "but why not try focusing that energy on your own body?" Kaylah smiled gently and explained that her powers was tied to lupus. It was the burden she carried, so she could lighten the burdens of others. Chapter 5. The Ultimate Discovery. As Kaylah grew into her power, she learned to balance the weight of her illness with the joy of helping others. She spent her free time volunteering at hospitals, helping patients find peace and healing through her gifts. She continued to use her abilities, always coming from a place of purity, never seeking personal gain. The lupus flare-ups became more frequent as time passed, but with each one she felt her gift growing stronger. In her heart, she knew that the universe had given her a rare and powerful gift. Her body might never fully heal, but through her suffering, she was able to bring light and healing to others. And in that, she found her true purpose. Conclusion: a life of service. Kaylah's journey to self-discovery wasn't just about her illness or even her ability to manifest her desires. It was about learning to accept herself fully, flaws, gifts, and all. She discovered that true power doesn't come from being invincible, but from being able to lift others up even when you are struggling yourself. By accepting lupus as part of her, Kaylah unlocked the deeper meaning behind her gifts. Sometimes our greatest struggles give us the strength to heal others. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe.